Have you ever experienced the situation when the final results didn't fulfill your initial expectations about your drawing or illustration you made? Frankly, I think expectations never entirely meet the results. When results are better than our expectations, then we are happy and we don't solve this thing. But when results are worse than what we expected, we are unhappy. I'm talking about this because today I just finished my second illustration for Olympic Games topic this month, and it's my second illustration. And the thing is that the final result didn't entirely fulfill my expectations. To understand why, let's take a look at the process first. So the topic for this week was Olympic Games, but also the smaller topic is motion. So I decided to create an illustration of figure skating girl, and I wanted to create the set of 3 of them. To start, I used my brush pen because it gives very flowing lines, and so I can really feel free to try to portray this motion. So I took a look at some videos of the figure skating girl, and I was trying to catch this motion but also make it a little bit more simplified, a little bit more stylized. So as you see, I was using different colors so I can see clearly different poses, different motions, and initial idea was that I will finalize all of them. So I made 3 or 4 sketches, and I thought that I will, using transfer paper, I will finalize all of them into final ones, and pretty much the result of my work won't be just one illustration, but will be a set of a few figure skating girls in different moves. As you can see, now I'm moving to the transfer paper stage, and actually transfer paper stage took me quite a long time because I couldn't really find this proper move for the body. It wasn't symmetrical or it was falling, so I was trying to add some spirals, some lines to because on this illustration that I chose to finalize, I wanted to show the figure skater kind of twisting around herself. But I don't think that at the end it looks like this. On my final illustration, it looked more like she's just standing. So this is why I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to show it, and didn't really figure out it. When I was quite satisfied with my sketch, I transferred it on a better paper through the window because I don't have a light box, so I used the window and daylight. Then I made some changes on the paper already, drew some extra details like fingers and face, and specified my drawing even more, and afterwards I used a very thin brush and black ink, so for the finalization. Well, if we're talking about the expectations, I thought that my figure skating girl will be a little bit more abstract, not that realistic. I saw that it also will be a bigger contrast between black and white. But while I was drawing, I somehow couldn't figure out how to make it work, as it was working in my head before I started this drawing. So at the end I just surrounded, gave up, and let it go as it went. So didn't try to force much, but just was trying to figure out things on the go. And at this stage, when the brush and ink stage was over, I understood that something is missing, that I need to save this picture somehow, that it just didn't look good to me. So I decided to add some color, and pretty much I'm happy with the choice, with this decision, because color helped me to create a contrast between the figure of the girl and the background. So let's just summarize why I wasn't satisfied. First, I wasn't satisfied because I planned to create a set of 3 or 4 illustrations, and instead I spent enormous time on trying to figure out how to do just one illustration. Then the final girl still didn't look like she is twisting, she is turning around herself, so I didn't manage to show the final motion. So as you see, not all of my expectations was fulfilled with the final results, but I prefer to look at creative process positively. So let's take a look at technique, how to be happy with results, whatever they are. Every time you draw something, every time you illustrate something, take it as a lesson. What is the core of the lesson? At lesson you learn something. So instead of being sad about why my initial idea wasn't fulfilled entirely with my final result, I can say it was a lesson, and what this lesson taught me. Well, this lesson taught me that I need more time on improving my sketches. I need maybe more time of research, and it wasn't possible to do the 3 illustrations within these 3 hours, and especially because I chose the big format. Do you agree that if I had like just a small page, A4 page, and I had 4 small illustrations there, it would be less demanding and it would take me less time. So next time I will try to estimate my time possibilities better, and I will plan my illustrations for the next time according to this. Have expectations, but rather treat your creative process as a learning process, always learning process, and think more about the process and what you can learn from this process than about final result. And if you're not happy in final result, just sit, calm down, and analyze what happened that you didn't reach this result. What was the reason? And for the next time you will try to fix this reason, you will be fine. Okay, this is it. Thank you very much. Let me know if you are building your illustration portfolio with me. Please let me know by sharing your illustrations on Instagram with the hashtag #BuildPortfolioGraphicsEasy. And I see you next week. Have a great week. Bye bye.